For about a year, from the summer I turned 12 until I started high school, I took tennis lessons at a sports club in my hometown. Well, actually, I did some sort of summer campy thing in a nearby town first, like a week or two of tennis, I think. I have absolutely zero recollection of how I got interested in it. I'm not a particularly athletic person, after all. Sure, I played Little League Baseball, poorly, soccer, actually not too bad in goal for a little kid, and did martial arts for a few years, where I was decent in form but very bad at sparring. But I never really took to any sports in a real, passionate way. I didn't go out for any sort of intramural teams or anything. I dreaded gym class, and I was always picked last for any team sport at recess. But somehow, I took to tennis regardless. After that camp, when I started going to my town's club, it was pretty much just me and two girls from the next town over. I still see their posts on Facebook from time to time, in fact. They're doing well, if you're wondering. Not sure if they still play tennis or if they ended up moving away from it too, though. This is all a very roundabout way to say, I used to love playing tennis when I was younger. The only reason I stopped was that my school schedule didn't allow it. And even if I had had time in school between band and being bad at getting my assignments done, my high school didn't have any sort of tennis team or club. I certainly wouldn't mind getting back into it, but it just hasn't been in the cards yet. That said, playing tennis isn't the only way to enjoy it. You see, before the US Open starts in Queens, they have Fan Week, where people can attend for free and watch the qualifying tournament or see some players practicing. You're not going to see any of the superstars without the extra step of signing up for fan access and, I assume, dealing with much larger crowds. If you're like me, though, you only know a few of the big names, many of whom are retired or on the way to retirement, and you're really just interested in watching some tennis regardless of who's playing. This year, nearly 20 years after I first picked up a racket, I was finally able to come down and spend a day with Julian at the Open. Free tennis and very overpriced food? What's not to enjoy? First stop was a match on one of the smaller courts, where you can get really close to the action. I'm talking inches from the fence close. Every grunt of exertion and punk of the ball was as clear as it could be. Not like baseball games where you can pretty much only hear when a bat connects with a ball, what with the masses of fans cheering and stomping in the stands. Only the sounds of the players and maybe some whispered comments or hushed discussions between games. It was a bit odd at first to watch a sport in near silence, but I got used to it quickly and was able to just focus on the matches and taking photos.
Lots and lots of photos.
Over 400 photos, in fact. Most of which weren't great. Like I said, it was my first time, so I wasn't able to get anything close to what Julian got. Check out his Instagram to see what I mean. I won't give a blow-by-blow account of the day. You can see that easily enough by watching our previous US Open video. But I will say there's an awful lot to see there. Matches of both the practice and competitive variety, an impressive selection of food, and stores full of US Open merch, which was a bit rich for my blood, but fun to browse nonetheless. The fact that entry is completely free is enough for me, anyway. Where else can you see free pro tennis? The long and short of it is, if you're a tennis fan, but can't afford to go to the main event, Fan Week is for you. If you're not a tennis fan, it's free, so it doesn't hurt to check it out anyway. Who knows, maybe you'll have fun. And if not, well, there's always pickleball, I guess.